Hello everyone, I am your Deepak. I welcome you all to your YouTube channel Excellent Academy. Our channel is the one-stop solution for all your competitive exams. So without wasting much of our time, let us start with the today's session. So today's session I am going to continue the problems on operations on numbers. Okay. Now, the first problem. In dividing a number by 585, a student employed the method of short division. He divided a number successively by 5, 9 and 13, which are the factors of 585, and got the remainder as 4, 8 and 12 respectively. If he had divided the number by 585, then what would be the remainder? So please understand what you mean by short division. I will give an example to make you understand what you mean by division, short division. Now, instead of dividing by 12, I can divide by 3 and 4. Okay, why? Because 3 into 4 is what? 12. So these are the factors. These are called as what? Prime factors of your 12. Instead of dividing by 12, I can divide by 3 and 4. So for example, I want to divide a number, for example, 36. Okay. So 12 3s are 36. Instead of that, I can divide like this. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are. Remainder is 0. Okay, then 3 4s is 12. Remainder 0. 4 1s is 1. Okay, 4 1s is 0. Remainder is 0. Okay, these are the remainders. Okay, so I have employed a division by 3 and 4. This is called as what? Short division method. Short division method. Okay, now after you dividing the completely, okay, what is the end? The last digit is 1. Okay, so with this I am going to solve this example. Hope you have understood what do you mean by short division method. Okay, now please observe here. In dividing a number by 585, okay, what are the prime factors of 585? They have only given there, so you need not work out because they have already given in the problem itself. The prime factors of 585 are 5, 9 and 13. They are given. Okay, if they have not given, you need to work out. So they are dividing a number by 5, 9 and 13, which are prime factors of 518. But I don't know what is that number. So let me take that number as x. That number as x. Now, first I will divide this number by 5. How many times it will goes? I don't know. Therefore, y times. But remainder they are given. So what is the remainder? So remainder is 4 now. Okay, then again I am dividing this number by 9. Okay, how many times? I don't know, z times, but the remainder is what? 8 they have given. Then again I need to divide by 13. So finally I should get 1, right? In the previous example what I have shown y 1 will come here. Okay, now 1. What is the remainder? Remainder is 12. Okay, so this is called a short division. Now I need to find out what the number is first. So I need to find out what is x. Now in order to find the x, first let me find out what is z. See, z is nothing but 13 into 1, 13 1 times plus 12. Remainder is what? 12. So that is 13 into 1 is 13 only plus 12. Z is 25. What is your z? Z is 25. Okay, then let me find out then what is your y. Y, see here, y is 9 into z. Y is 9 into z plus remainder 8. 9 into z plus 8. Okay, now see here. Z is 25. 25 9 is 225. 225 plus 8. 225 plus 8. 233. Please see. 9 into z. Z is what? 25. 25 into 9 is 225 plus 8 is 233. Okay, now I got what is z. Now I can find out what is the x. What is your x? X is 5 into y. 5 into y plus 4. Okay, so what is y? 233. So what is 5 by 233 into 5? 5 3 is 15, 15 plus 1 16, 1 carry 10 plus 1 is 11. So 1165. 1165 plus 4, 1169. 1169. 1169. So I came to know what is the number. What is the number? 1169 is a number. Okay, so now by dividing 1169 by 5 and 9 and 13, you have got these remainders. Now what they are asking is, instead of dividing by 5, 9 and 13, if you directly divide by 585, if you directly divide the number, what is the number? 1169 directly by which number? 585. What is your remainder they are asking? So 2 times is bigger, so I will go 1 time only. 585. Okay, so what is the remainder? 4. Then here 16 minus 8 is 8. Okay, then here 10 minus 5 is 5. So what is the remainder? 584. The answer for this question is option D. See, this is the problem. So hope you have understood with this example. I will go for the next problem now. Next, 476 star star 0 is a number. Okay, this complete is a number, but this number is divisible by both 3 and 11. This number is both divisible by 3 and 11. Then the non-zero digits in the place of 100 and tens place. Here you have to put non-zero digits for your tens place and hundreds place. Then what are the numbers they are given? So what is the given number? 476 star star 0. But this number should be divisible by both 3 and 11. So let me check out. Option A is 7 and 4. If I put here 7 and 4, okay, let me check whether it can be divisible by 3 and 11. First, divisibility by 3. What is the rule says? Sum of all the digits should be divisible by 3. Okay, now 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 6 is 17. 24, 28. So 28. Whether it is divisible by 3? No. So therefore, I will skip this option now. Next option. What is the next option? Next option is 7 and 5. 7 and 5. 7 and 5. Okay, now I will check out now. This is 11, 17. 17 plus 7 is 24, 29. This is also not divisible by 3. Okay, so the next option then. 8 and 5. 8 and 5. Okay, I will check with this now. 11, 17. 17 plus 8 is 25 plus 5, 30. 30 is divisible by 3? Yes, 30 is divisible by 3. But this number should be divisible by what? 11 also, not only 3. They are asking it should be divisible by 3 and 11 both. Yes, 3 is divisible. Okay, from 3 I can divide this number. Now I check with divisibility by 11. So how to check for divisibility by 11? Sum of all the odd places digit. What is odd place digit? 0. Okay, then 8. 8 plus 7. What is 8 plus 7? Is 15 minus sum of the digits in even place number. What is the even place number? 5, 6. This will be 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 minus 15 is 0. 0 is divisible by 11. Therefore, the answer for this question is option C. This number is divisible by both 3 and 11 if star place 8 and 11, 5 comes. Okay, now check out whether it is divisible by 11. 11 4s are 44. Okay, 11 4s are 44, 3 left out. 11 3s are 33, 3 left out. 11 3s are 33, 5 left out. 11 5s are 55. Hence, the answer for this question is what? Option C, that is 8 and 5. See how quickly I did. The next problem they are given is 11 square plus 12 square plus 13 square up to 20 square I need to find out. Okay, this is something but squares of the natural numbers from 11 to 20 they are asking. Okay, now I know the formula. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to n square, that is sum of squares of first n natural numbers. Sum of squares of first n natural numbers is given by the formula n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay, this is the formula for squares of first n natural numbers, that is starting from 1 to n. But here they have given from what? From 11 they have given. Okay, so for this what I do, you please see here. Okay, I can do some little bit adjustment here. Now, I know this formula. Okay, please write down. For 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to n square is given by n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay, if you know this, I will apply substitute here. Okay, now, see this can be written as 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to what? 20 square. But what they have given from 11, but I have started from 1. So what I will do? Minus 1 square plus 2 square up to 10 square. Okay, if I do this from where I will get again? 11 square only. I have done like this because I know the formula fits from 1. Correct? 1 to 20 square minus 1 to 10 square will give me 11 to 20 only. Now I can apply the formula here. For this sequence, what is n? N is 20 here. Okay, n into, that is 20 into, okay, n plus 1, that is 21, n plus 1 into 2n plus 1, that is 41, 2n plus 1 is 41, divided by 6. Hope you have understood up to this. Okay, then minus here. What is n here? 10. n into n plus 1, 10 plus 1 is 11, into 2n plus 1, 20 plus 1, 20 is 21, divided by 6. Hope you have understood up to this. Okay, now here what I can take common, here I can take 10 into 21 divided by 6 I can take common. Among these two what I can take common? 10 into 21 by 6. 20 is nothing but what? 10 into 2, right? Therefore what is left out? 2 into 41 minus, here what I have taken? 10 into 21 by 6 is already taken. What is left out then? 11. Okay, now here 3 2s is 6, 3 7 21. 2 ones 2 5. This is nothing but 35 into 11, 41 2s is what? 82 minus 11. What is this? 35 into this is 1, this is 7. So I need to find out 35 into 71 now. So very simple. 71 into 35. I need to find out 31. I can apply Vedic mathematics. Okay. So you can apply Vedic mathematics. Those who know Vedic mathematics, you apply. Otherwise, those who don't know, you are doing normal method. So 35 into 71. 5 ones is 5. Okay. 7 5 is 35 plus 3 is 38. 3 carry. 7 3 is 21. 21 plus 3 is 24. The answer for this question is 2485. Answer is 2485. That is your option B. Okay. Hope you have understood what is the logic I followed in this example. Okay. The next question. So this is what the next question. I need to find out the sum of these terms up to n terms. So this can be written as like this: 1 minus 1 by n. Okay. Plus 1 minus 2 by n. Okay. Plus 1 minus 3 by n. Up to how many terms I need to find? N terms. Okay. Now here what is there? 1, 1. Like that, 1, how many terms are up to n terms are there? I will separate that. 1 plus 1 plus 1 up to n terms. Done. In the remaining thing, this is what I need to do. So I will take minus common. Minus 1 by n is common everywhere. Okay, into 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to what? N. Okay, up to n. Up to n. Okay, now 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus up to n is what? N only. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, if you do anything, what will be the sum? 1. Okay, now minus 1 by n into, here sum of first n natural numbers, sum of first n natural numbers are there here. So you please remember the formula. The sum of first n natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1 divided by 2. The sum of first n natural numbers is given by the formula n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So if it into the formula here. Okay, now this can be written as n minus 1 over n. Okay, so into n I can cancel. I can cancel here. Okay, I can cancel that n. Then what is left out there? What is left out is n minus n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. LCM is 2. This will be 2n minus n minus 1. Okay. This will be n minus 1 divided by 2. n minus 1 divided by 2. So what is your option? n minus 1 divided by 2. Option B. Okay. So that's your answer. n minus 1 divided by 2. Hope you have understood with this example. Okay, simply you have to observe. This I have done only through observation. So after observation, I know what has to be separated and what need to be done. Okay, so I will finish this problem. We will go for the next problem now. So I will go for the next problem. On dividing 2272 as well as 875 by a 3-digit number n, we will get the same remainder they are saying. Then we need to find out the sum of digits in the given number n. Okay. So now, before explaining this problem, I will take a simple example to make you understand how to solve this problem. Okay. Now, instead of n, I am taking a number 2. I am dividing 13. Okay, from 2. I am dividing 15 from 2. Okay. Now, see here, I am dividing 2 to 72. Instead of 2 to 72, I have taken 13 to make you understand this problem. And also I am dividing 875. Instead of 875, I have taken 15 by a 3-digit number. Instead of 3-digit number, I have taken single digit number to make you understand this problem. Later I will go for the particular question. Okay. On dividing, they are saying the remainder is same. Please see here. 2 6 is what? 12. Remainder is what? 1. Here 2 7s are 14. Remainder is 1. See, I am getting same remainder. Such example I have taken. Okay. So yes, remainders are same. On dividing a number, okay, by 2 and by 2, remainders what I got is same. When you are getting a same remainder, when you divide the two different numbers by a same number, okay, then the difference of those two numbers, that is 15 and 13 is always divisible by the given number. Okay, I repeat, when you divide the two different numbers by a same number, and if you get a same remainder, then the difference of those two numbers is always completely divisible by the given number. See, 2 is always divisible by 2. Like that. If you have understood this example, I will go for the given question now. Okay, now. On dividing a 2 to 72 as well as 875 by a 3-digit number n. I am dividing 2 to 72, okay, and I am also dividing 875 by a 3-digit number n. And they are telling reminders are same, they are only given same remainder. When I told you in the previous example, when we are getting the same remainder, then the difference of those two numbers, is always completely divisible by what? The given number n. Okay, now please here. 12 minus 5 is 7. Okay, now here 6 will be there. 16 minus 7 is 9. Okay, here 11 will be there, that will be 3. Here 1. So 1397 should be completely divisible by 9. Okay, now, but what they are telling is, okay, so I need to find out the, here n, I need to find out what is your n now. Now please here, 1397 I can write it as, I can divide by 11, right? See, 11 into how many times it will go? 11 ones are 11, 2 left out, 11 twos are 22, okay, then 7 left out, 11, 7 is 77. 1397 is written as 11 into 127. 11 is a prime number. Okay, so if it is a prime number, this entire number is divisible by 11 and 127 only. But n they have told you, n is a 3-digit number. Therefore, this is completely divisible by which number? 127. Correct? So, n I cannot take 11 because they have only told you n is a 3-digit number. Therefore, answer for this question is 127. Okay. So, but they have not asked the number. What they have asked? Sum of the digits in that n. What they are asking is sum of the digits. 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So, they are not asked the number. They have told you sum of the digits in that number, that is 10. Option A. The answer for this question is option A. Hope you have understood with this example. I will go for the next problem now. Now, 51 plus 52 plus 53 up to 100 I need to find. See, this is in arithmetic progression, right? Okay. So, you know the first term and last term. In your arithmetic progression, the sum of n to n terms is given by n by 2 into first term plus last term, if you know the first term and last term. Okay, what is your first term? 51. Last term 100. First term plus last term is 151. This is n by 2 into, what is the formula? I will write the formula here. N by 2 into first term plus last term. Okay, what is your first term? 51. Last term 100. 151. Okay, now n, how many terms are there? 51 to 100, there are 50 terms. 50 by 2 into 151. Okay, 50 by 2 is nothing but 25. 25 into 151. So this is nothing but 25 ones is 25, 2 carry. 25 5s is 125 plus 2, 127, 12 carry. 25 plus 12 is 37. The answer for this question is 3775. That is option D. Option D. Hope you understand. Very simple problem, but I need to apply this formula so to make it very easy to solve. Okay. Now I will go for the next problem now. Which natural number is nearest to 8485, which is completely divisible by 75? I need to find out the nearest natural number to this that should be completely divisible by 875. So I will divide that given number 8485. Okay, 75 1 times is 75. What is left out? 9. here 8, then 75 again 1 times is 75, okay, this is 3, this is 2, okay, then I will take this 5, okay, then 75 3 times, this is 5 3 is 15, 21 plus 22, 3 times is what? 225. What is remainder? 10. Therefore, I came to know that 8485 is not completely divisible by 75 because I got the remainder 10. Okay. If there is zero remainder, then it would have been completely divided. Correct? Completely we can divide. If I got zero remainder, to make it this remainder 10 is telling this number is excess by 10. Correct? Therefore, if I subtract 10, so I am going to get 8475, which is completely divisible by 75. Therefore, answer for this question is option A, 8475. Hope you have understood. Okay, I will go for the next example now. Now, next question. See, looking into this, I can come to know that there is some use of identity here. This is a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. A plus b whole square, can remember, write the formula this. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is nothing but 4ab. You write this formula. Okay. See, in the numerator, a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. See, a and b are same throughout the question. If you have different numbers, you cannot apply the formula. See, A 489, here also 489, here also 489. So A is 489. B 375, 375, 375. Please ensure that first before you apply the formula. Okay. This is A plus B whole square minus A minus B whole square. What is formula? 4AB in the numerator. In the denominator, A and B. So AB will cancel. Answer is 4. You can write this answer without touching pen and paper. Okay. So answer for this question is D, option D. So since you are the beginners, I want to write everything on the board. Okay, because you are the people are beginners. Okay, you can't understand if I don't write on the board. Okay, so answer for this question is 4. Now, next question I will go. N is a whole number which when divided by 4, okay, it gives 3 as the remainder. What will be the remainder when 2n is divided by 4? Okay, so I will take one example to solve this. N is a whole number. Take any whole number which is divisible by 4 and it gives 3 as a remainder. Okay, so I will take 7. When I divide by 4, 4 ones are 4. What is the remainder? 3. This is what they are telling. N is a whole number. I have taken example as n as 7, which when divided by 4, okay, what is the remainder? 3 is the remainder. They have not told you to take any number for n. I can take any number because they are not given any particular number, right? Therefore, I can take any number for n. I have divided, so I got 3 as a remainder. Now, what they are telling? What will be the remainder when 2n is divided by 4? What is n? N is 7. What is 2n? 14. When you divide by 4, what will be the remainder they are asking? Okay. 4, 3 is 12. What is the remainder? 2 is the remainder. Therefore, answer for this question is option B. See, with this example I have done. Okay. No need to scratch your head too much. So, very simple problem. Okay. N. They have not given any particular number. Therefore, I will take my own example in such a way that remainder should be 3. Such example I took. Then I solved the problem. Hope you understood with this example. If you feel that I am fast, please pause the video and go back and see again. Okay. So I cannot go very slow as in offline classes. In offline classes I have plenty of time. But in online classes I need to complete the syllabus very quickly because I need to upload the videos, right? Okay. So I cannot take too much time. So what you can do is, if you are not getting that particular problem, what you can do, you can pause that video and you can see it again. Okay. Now next problem. Which of the following numbers will completely divide this number? Okay. So what is the number? They have given 3 power 25 plus 3 power 26 plus 3 power 27 plus 3 power 28. So among these numbers, that is A1, A is 11, B is 16, C is 25, D is 30. Which number is going to divide this number completely? They are asking. Okay. Here, what I can take common? I can take 3 power 25 common. Then what is left out? 1 plus 3 plus 3 square plus 3 cube. This is what is left out. Okay. Now, this can be written as 3 power 25 into, this is what? 1 plus 3 square is 9 plus 3 cube is 27. I will add now. This is 10 Okay, this is 30, it will be 40. The sum is what? 40. The sum is 40. Within the bracket, what is the sum? 40. Okay, now this is 3 power 25 into 40. Now you see the option. Okay, 11. Whether I can divide by 11? No. 16? No. Okay, 25? No. 30? No. Therefore, I will do next simplification further. See, 3 power 25 can be written as 3 power 24 into 3, right? That into 3 I will put inside. Okay, this will become 40 into 3. That is nothing but what? 120. 40 into 3 is 120. Okay, 40 into 3. Okay, so this can be written as 3 power 24. 40 is nothing but what? 10 into 4, right? 10 into 4 into 3. Okay, so 10 into 4 into 3. 10 into 3 is what? 30. 30 into 4 I can write. 30 into 4. Why I am doing? Because I saw 30 here. Okay, so I have to fit this. See, 40 into 3 is 120. 30 into 4 is also 120. Therefore, this number can be divisible by what? 30. See, 30 into 4 into this thing I can divide by 30. The answer for this question is 30. See what I did? 3 power 25 plus 3 power 26, 3 power 27, 3 power 28. I took 3 power 25 common. Then what is left out? 1 plus 3 square plus 3 cube. So that sum is 40. Now I saw the options. In options I don't have any option like 40. If I had 40 I would have given the answer there itself. But I can still 40. What I did? So 3 power 25. In your 3 power 25, 3 power 24 I can write into 3. 3 power 24 into 3 is what? 3 power 25 only. Then into 3 I have put it inside. So 40 into 3 is 120. Or else 40 can be written as 10 into 4. 10 into 4. Okay, this can be written as what? 10 into 4. Okay, 40 into 3. 10 into 3 is what? 30. 30 into 4. Correct? So this can be divided by what? 30. Hope you have understood with this example. I will go for the next example now. Next question. Sum of two numbers is 12. Sum of two numbers is 12 and their product is 35. They have given two numbers x plus y. They have given that two numbers is 12 and product x into y is what? 35. Now I need to find out the sum of their reciprocals of that numbers. First I need to find out the numbers, then I need to find out. See, looking into 35, I came to know that 7 into 5 is 35. Okay, whether I can get product of 35 any other numbers? No, not possible. 7 into 5 only 35. Now I came to know what is x, what is y. What is x now? X is 7 and y is what? 5. 7 plus 5 is what? 12, correct? It is matching. Now I don't want the numbers, I want the sum of the reciprocals of that number. That is, I want 1 by 7 plus 1 by 5. This is what I need. So LCM is what? 35. 7, 5 is 5 plus 7. This is nothing but what? 12 by 35. The answer for this question is 12 by 35. See, this is what? 12 by 35. Okay, and this is 13 by 5. Okay, this is 35 by 8. Like this. So answer for this question is, here I have forgotten to put the division symbol here. The answer for this question is what? 12 by 35. Answer is 12 by 35. Okay. So by mistake I have forgot to put the division symbol here. Okay. So we got what is the answer? 12 by 35. Hope you understood with this example. Very simple problem. Okay. I will go for the next example. See how quickly I am doing. So you can also do the numerical aptitude. Okay, how I am doing. Since I am explaining, I am taking little bit time. Otherwise I can do very quickly. Okay. Now next problem. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to 10 square. Up to 10 square I need to find out. Okay. Now I know that sum of first squares of first n natural numbers is given by the formula n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. I know this formula. Here n is what? 10. Okay. 10 into 10 plus 1 is 11. Okay. Here 10 into 2 is 20. 20 plus 1 21 divided by 6. Okay. Now 3 2s are 3 7 times. 2 1s is 2 5. Okay. Now this is nothing but 11 5 is 55 into 7. 7 5 is 35. 3 carry, that is 38. The answer for this question is 385. Option D. Option D. So using this formula I can solve this problem very easily. Okay, I will go for the next problem now. Next. The difference of the squares of two consecutive even numbers They have told you to take the two consecutive even numbers, okay, but their difference of their squares is divisible by which of the following number they have asked. Now, I don't know to which number I have to take. So I will tell what do you mean by even number? General formula 2n. Okay. Consecutive even number for 2n is what? 2n plus 2. 2n plus 2. These are the consecutive even numbers. Next number is what? 2n plus 4. 2n plus 6. Like that. Okay. Now, what they have told? The difference of the squares. First I will find out the square of this. 2n whole square is nothing but what? 4n square. Okay. 2 square is 4n square. 4n square. I need to find out the square of this. So how to find out the square of this? 2n plus 2 whole square. This is what? A plus b whole square formula. That is 4n square plus 4 plus 8n. Okay. Now, what they have told you, the difference of these two numbers, 4n square will get cancelled. Then what is left out? 4 plus 8n. Okay. So here what I can take common? 4 I can take common. So 2n. See, this number is divisible by what? This number is divisible by 4. Therefore answer for this question is 4. Okay. 4 into 1 plus 2n is divisible by which number? 4 only. So answer for this question is option B. Okay. Now, so for this problem we can take one example also and you can do. Okay. For example, even number I will take 6. Next consecutive even number is 8. Now what you need to do? Squares you find out. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64. Okay. Now you find the difference of these two numbers, 64 and minus 36. 14 minus 6 is what? 8. Here 5 minus 3 is 2. Now 28 is divisible by which number? 3? No. 4? Yes. 6? No. Okay. 7? 4 is 28. 7 4 is 28. But all the numbers are not divisible by 28. Okay. So like that you can do. Here 4 and 7 both is holds good. I will take one more example. Let me check out then. I will take even number as 2 and you take another even number as 4. Square of this 2 square is 4. 4 square is what? 16. The difference of the squares. What is the difference of the squares? 12. 12 is divisible by 4 but not with 7. Correct? In this case it is not divisible by 7. Therefore answer is only 4, not 7. Okay, so I put the generalized formula in initially only. Hope you have understood with this problem. Now, the sum of all even natural numbers between 1 and 32 is. So between 1 and 32, which are the even natural numbers? 2. I want the sum, right? 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus, okay, from up to 31. So what is the last even number? 30. Here what I can take common? 2 if I take common. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to 15. Okay. So this can be written as 2 into the sum of first n natural numbers is given by the formula n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. So 2 I will get cancelled. N is what? 15. 15 into 16. Okay. What is 15 square? 225. 225 plus 15. So that will be 240. The answer for this question is option C. Very simple problem. Okay. So I don't want to waste the time in this problem. I will go for the next example now. All problems will be easy only if you know the shortcut. Okay. If you don't know the shortcut, you will waste your time and you cannot crack any competitive exam. Now, next question. If A and B are odd numbers, then which of the following is even? When which of the following is even? So I will give some tricks here. Odd number plus odd number is always even number. Odd number plus odd number is always even number. Odd number plus even number is always odd number. Okay. Then even number plus even number is always even number. Is always even number. You write down this. I will give an example also. Take two any odd numbers 3 and 5. Add it will become 8. I told you odd numbers is always even number. Odd number plus even number. 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay. See, odd plus even number is always odd number. Then even plus even. 2 plus 4, that is 6. See, that is why I told you, please write down odd plus odd number plus odd number is always an even number. Odd number plus even number is odd number. Even plus even is odd. Even plus even is even. Okay. Now, for your even number, if we add plus 1, it will become what? Odd number. For your odd number, if I do plus 1, it will become what? Even number. For even number plus 1 is nothing but odd number. That will become converse. Okay. For any number, even number, if I add 1, it will become odd. For odd number, if I become plus 1, if I do, it will become even. For even number, if I do plus 1, it will become odd number. Now, I will go for this example now. This problem. What they are telling you? A and B are the odd numbers. Okay, A and B are the odd numbers. Okay, then which of the following is even? Now, please see the option. A plus B. What is A plus B? Two odd numbers I am adding. That is what? Even. The answer for this question is A. Now, here A plus B is even. Plus 1 if I do, it will become odd. But I want even. Therefore, this is not your answer. Then, odd number into odd number. Odd number into odd number. Into I am telling. Multiplication is always odd number. This is not your answer. Okay. See. Odd into is always odd number, right? Odd number plus even number is always odd number only. This is also not your answer. Therefore, answer for this question straight away you can tell if you know the concept. Answer is option A, that is A plus B. Hope you have understood with this example. Next question. How many terms are there in the GP 3, 6, 12, 24 and 300 and up to 384? So the GP is 3, 6, 12, 24 up to 384. Okay, what do you mean by geometric progression? If we have a common ratio, okay, see here 6 by 3 is what? 2. 12 by 6 is 2. 24 by 12 is 2. So I am having what? Common ratio. If we have common ratio, then such a series is called as what? Geometric series. Such series is called as geometric series. Now, I need to find out how many terms are there here. Okay, now, I know the formula for your GP, nth term, Tn is given by A into r to the power of n minus 1. A into r to the power of n minus 1. Nth term is what here? 384 will be equal to, A is first term, 3 into, what is r? 6 by 3 is 2, 12 by 6 is 2, common ratio is 2 to the power of n. N how many terms I don't know, that is what I need to find out. Okay, now, here. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 2 left out, 3 8s are 24. This can be written as 2 to the power of n minus 1, okay, which is equal to 128, correct? 128. Okay, I know 2 power 2 cube is 32, okay, 2 power 4 is 64, okay, 64, 2 power 5 is 128, see, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 2 square 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32 into 2, 64, 64 into 2, okay, is 128. So this can be written as 2 power n minus 1 is equal to 128 is nothing but what? 2 power 7, right? 2 power 7. When base are same, then power should be same. That is n minus 1 is equal to 7. Therefore, minus 1 if we go outside that side, then becomes 8. The answer for this question is option A. What is your n? 8. Therefore, there are how many terms here? 8 terms are there. Option A. Okay, that's it. You need to apply the formula. Nth term is given by A into r to the power of n minus 1 and 128 is nothing but 2 power 7. Okay, if the bases are same, definitely power should be same. N minus 1 is equal to 7. Therefore, n is 8. That's it. Next, in division sum, the remainder is 0. That means that is completely divisible. Remainder is 0 means that is completely divisible. A student mistook the divisor by 12 instead of 21. Okay, instead of dividing by 21, he has divided by 12. That is what they have given. And obtained 35 as quotient. When he divided by 12, the quotient is 35. Then what is the correct quotient? Okay, so I want to divide a number, okay, by 21, but I took what? 12. Okay, but I got the quotient 35. Okay, so 35 is 0 remainder. They are told 0 is the remainder, right? So what is your n now? N is nothing but 35 into quotient, that is 12, plus remainder is 0. You need not to do. No, 12, 5 is what? 66 carry, 12 is 36, 36 plus 6 is 420. But instead of 21, instead of which number? Instead of 21, I have taken 12. But from which number I need to divide this number? By 21. So if I divide 21 2s is 42. This is 0. So answer for this question is 20. What should be the quotient? The correct quotient is 20. Correct quotient is 20. Hope you understood. Very simple problem. Only thing you should know the concept. That's it. Next question. On multiplying a number by 7, the product is a number each of the whose digit is 3, then the smallest such a number is. Okay. So I am multiplying a number by 7. What I am the product I am getting is all 3 digits only, like this. Okay. So that is what they are. I am multiplying a number by 7. The product is a number each of whose digit is, okay, in the product each digit is 3. Then what is this x they are asking? But this x should be the smallest among the given option. Okay, now we see the smallest among given option. First option, let me check out, because first option itself is the smallest among all. So let me check out whether I am getting it the 3s in all the digits as 3. If that is the case, then this will be your answer. Okay, from options you have to do this problem. 4 7 6 1 9 into 7. Okay, 7 9 is 63, 6 carry. 7 into 7 plus 6 is 13, 1 carry. 6 7 is 42 plus 1, 43, 4 carry. 7 7 is 49 plus 4 is 53, 5 carry. So for 28 plus 5 is 33. See, all digits I got what? 3. Then which is the least among all this? This itself is the answer. That itself is the answer. Hope you have understood. So only thing you should understand the problem. If you understand the problem, then only you can solve this. Okay. Next question. The difference of squares of two consecutive odd numbers is divisible by which of the following? So how to take a consecutive odd numbers? I will take n plus 1 and n plus 3. Okay. Or else I can take 2n plus 1 and 2n plus 8. This will be the better. See. If n is equal to 1, this will be 3. If n is equal to 1, this will be 5. If n is equal to 2, this will be 5. Here it will be 7. So this is the consecutive odd numbers. Generalized topic for your odd numbers is 2n plus 1 and 2n plus 3. Now, the difference of the squares of the consecutive, first we will find out the squares. Okay, what is the square? A plus b whole square formula, 4n square. A square plus b square plus 2ab 4n. Okay, now here the square of this a square 4n square plus b square plus 2ab 3 into 6 6 into 12 12n. Now I need to find the difference of these two. The difference of these two. 4n square will cancel. Okay, now 9 minus 1 is 8. Okay, 12n minus 4n. Difference is plus 8n. See, 12n minus 4n is what? 8n. Here what I can take common? 8 common. So 1 plus n. So this can be divisible by what? 8. So option for this, answer for this question is 8. Okay, that's it. Very simple. I have showed you the same kind of problem for even numbers, right? In the previous example. Okay. Which one of the following cannot be square of a natural number? Cannot be square of a natural number. Now please here. 1 square is 1. Okay. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. But end with what? 6. 5 square is 25. End with 5. Only see the end digit. Okay. Units place. Now 6 square is 36. Okay, 6 square is 36, end with 6. 7 square, 49, end with 9. Okay, 8 square, 64. 9 square, 9 square is 81, end with 1. Now please here, for a natural numbers from 1 to 9, its square will end with either 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. It cannot be, square of any natural number cannot be in the units place cannot be 2, it cannot be 3, it cannot be 7, it cannot be 9. The square of any natural number, okay, in units place it should have 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Now, which one of the following cannot be square of any natural number? See here, it is ending with 7. So if you have unit digit in 7, it cannot be natural number. Therefore, answer is very simple. Answer is C. Without touching pen and paper, I can write my answer. See, what is the logic behind that? This is the logic behind that. See, numerical aptitude, every question is based on the logic. If you know the logic, then only you will solve the problem in less time. If you want to know the logic, please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button. If you like my videos, like them and share them. Okay, let it be helpful for others also. Not only for you, let it be helpful for others also. Please share, okay, and like. I will go for the next problem now. Now, which one of the following numbers will be completely divisible by that given number? So, what is the number? 4 power 61 plus 4 power 62 plus 4 power 63 plus 4 power 64. Okay. Now, here I can take 4 power 61 as common, then 1 plus, okay, here 4 square. Okay. So, 4 square is what? 16. I will write directly. Here 4 cube, sorry, 4 square 16. Here 4 cube is 64. Then here 4 power, I will write it again. See, this is what, I don't want to confuse. This is 1 plus, this is what, 4. Here 4 square 16. Here 4 cube is 64. Okay. Now add the sum in the brackets. This is 80, 84, 85. This can be written as 4 power 61 into 85. Now you see the options. Okay, we have 85 here and 4 here. Whether any of this number is divisible, 3, 10, 11, no. So I have to simplify this. So this can be written as 4 power 61 can be written as 4 power 60 into 4. Okay, that 4 I will put inside. Okay, 85 into 4. 5 4 6 20, 2 carry. 8 4 32 plus 2, 34. Okay, now this can be written as 4 power 60 into, this can be written as 10 into 34. Now I saw the option, I saw 10 here, so I expressed in. Okay, so this is divisible by 10. That's it. I have already shown this kind of problem in the previous example. So hope you understood with this example. I will go for the next example. The answer for this question is option B, that is 10. Okay. Next. What is the unit digit in the product? See, in any products, the units place depends upon the unit digit only. Now you please see the unit digit only. 6 3s are 18. In 18, what is units place? 8. Okay. 8 9s are 72. Units place 2. 2 into 4, 8. The units place of this product will be 8. You can multiply in your calculator and see what is the units place. Definitely it should be 8. Okay. So what should be the units place in the product? It depends upon the units place only. 6 3s are 18, units place 8. 8 9s are 72, units place is 2. 2 into 4 is 8. Answer is 8 for this question. Okay, I will go for the next example. 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube plus 2 power 4 plus 2 power 5 up to 2 power n is what? So this I need to find out. See, this is nothing but 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4, 2 power 5 up to 2n. Okay, this is in which series? GP. Okay, this is in geometric progression, but I need to find out the sum. So sum of in geometric progression, okay, Sn is given by a into r to the power of n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So this is the formula if r is greater than 1. This is r is greater than 1, correct? So since r is greater, see what is common ratio? Common ratio is 2. Okay, this is 4 by 2 is 2. This is 8. 8 by 4 is 2. This is 16 by 8. Ratio r is what? 2. If r is greater than 1, the sum of n terms is given by the formula in your GP is a into r to the power of n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. At the end of this session, I am going to write all the formulas of your AP and GP. Okay. Now please observe here. I need to find the sum, right? Sn is nothing but sum. That is what I need to find out. First term is 2. Okay. Into ratio. What is ratio? 2 to the power of n. I don't know how many terms. Okay. So like that up to how many terms they have given. Okay. Just I will see that problem exactly. That is what they have given up to n. That is 9 here. Okay. That is n is 9. N is 9 minus 1 divided by r minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 only. Now this can be written as 2 power 10 minus 2. 2 power 10 minus 2. Okay. 2 power 10 you remember that is 1024. You can remember this value directly. That is 1024. Please buy this formula. I mean this value. 2 power 10 is 1024. 1024 minus 2 is 1022. The answer for this question is 1022. Answer for this is 1022. Yes, right answer. Okay. Now, next problem I will go. So in most commonly asked question in the operations on number is, how many prime numbers are there less than 50? Up to 50, how many prime numbers are there? For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, up to 50. Okay, so answer is up to 50 you have 15 prime numbers. There are totally 15 prime numbers are there up to 50. So you can remember this value, okay, because these two questions are frequently asked in the competitive exam. Now they may ask another question, how many prime numbers are there, okay, less than 100? It is up to 100. Answer is 25. You can remember these values, okay. So prime numbers up to 50 we have 15 prime numbers, up to 100 we have 25 prime numbers. Now I will write the formulas of your AP and GP. Okay, please write down. Arithmetic progression, example 1, 2, 3, 4. Here common difference is 1. Okay, so another example 3, 5, 7, 9. Common difference is 2. Okay, so such series are called as arithmetic progression. Here nth term is given by a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, this is your AP. In your AP, nth term is given by a plus n minus 1 into d. Sum of n terms is given by n by 2. And if you know the first term and last term, you can use this formula, n by 2 into first term plus last term. Okay, if you don't know first term and last term, you can use another formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2n, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, if you know the first term and last term, you can use this formula. If you don't know, you can use this formula. This is about your AP. Okay, then I will write for GP now. This is for GP I am going to write now. For geometric progression, what is the example series? 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay. See, common difference is common ratio. 4 by 2 is 2, 8 by 4 is 2, 16 by 8 is 2. Such is an example for your series for geometric progression. Okay, now here nth term Tn is given by a into r to the power of n minus 1. A into r to the power of n minus 1. Okay, and Sn is given by a into r to the power of n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So this is the formula if r is greater than 1. That is ratio is greater than 1. If ratio is less than 1, that is a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. If this is r is less than 1. So you can write down these formulas. Okay, nth term is given by a into r to the power of n minus 1 and Sn is given by a into r to the power of n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 if r is greater than 1. If r is less than 1, what is r here? Common ratio. If r is less than 1, a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. So with this I am ending the session 2 of the first chapter. Okay, so I will continue with the next session. Hope you have understood with all the problems. If you have any doubts in the problem so far solved, please feel free to ask me. I am writing my WhatsApp number here. My WhatsApp number 9742331968. So I have shortcuts for all the problems of your numerical aptitude. If you want to learn every shortcut of every problem, don't worry, I am always there for you. Please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for the updates. If you like my videos, like them and share them. Okay, because sharing is always caring. It should be helpful for others also, not only for you. It should be helpful for each and every student. Therefore, share my videos. Thank you.